Stargazers. The stars have whispered my name since I was a child. I'm not sure when it began, perhaps during those endless nights lying on my back in the dew-soaked grass of my father's farm. While others played and laughed, I found my solace in the stars above, their light timeless and ephemeral. They burned brighter than anything in my earthly life. My name is Frida, and I've always felt out of place on this planet. For years I convinced myself it was a silly obsession, a way to escape the weight of reality. But deep down I knew the truth. I was searching for something among the constellations. It was a warm summer night when I first dreamed of the hydrogen lake. In my dream it wasn't water I stood before, but a liquid mirror stretching out into infinity, shimmering with hues of blue and gold, stars reflected on its surface, dancing and twisting, their movements slow yet deliberate. A woman's voice, clear and resonant, echoed in my mind. Find me. I woke up in a cold sweat, my heart pounding like the wings of a trapped bird. The words had burned into me more vivid than any dream before. Over the next few weeks they haunted me, whispering at the edges of my consciousness as I tried to focus on my daily life. But every star I saw in the sky pulled me back to the hydrogen lake, to that voice. Months passed before I found the courage to follow it. I spent sleepless nights mapping constellations and poring over ancient texts about celestial myths. In all my reading, one story surfaced again and again, the legend of the Stargazers, souls bound to the cosmos who could speak to the stars themselves. They sought knowledge hidden in the fabric of the universe, unravelling its secrets for those brave enough to answer the call. I had to find that lake. Somehow I knew it was the key. It took a year of searching before I found it, hidden deep in the wilderness, far from any road or trail. The hydrogen lake shimmered before me just as it had in my dream. My breath caught as I stepped closer, the air heavy with a strange metallic tang. Above, the sky seemed darker than usual, the stars brighter and closer than I'd ever seen them. I knelt at the lake's edge, my reflection flickering like a shadow in the shifting light. The stars on the surface moved, just as they had in the dream, but now their movements were more urgent. I touched the water and it was warm, pulsing gently against my hand like the heartbeat of some ancient creature. Frida, the voice called again, clearer this time, and I felt it vibrate through my bones. You've come. My breath caught in my throat. Who are you? I asked, barely able to form the words. I am a part of you, the voice replied, and the stars above aligned suddenly, forming a shape I couldn't comprehend. I am what you have always searched for, what you were meant to become. The hydrogen lake glowed brighter, and the stars reflected within began to rise. They circled around me, their light piercing through my skin, filling my veins with a searing fire. I screamed, but it wasn't pain, it was something more. I could see them now, worlds beyond counting, each more vivid than the last. I saw gas giants with rings of diamond dust, planets where the trees glowed like fireflies, and cities that floated in the void. And I felt them, the stargazers, waiting, calling to me, their hands extended toward mine. You are ephemeral, Frida, the voice whispered, but the stars are eternal. Will you leave behind what you know and join us? Tears streamed down my face as the hydrogen lake's light engulfed me. Every fibre of my being ached to say yes, but I hesitated. I thought of the life I would abandon, the people I loved, the fleeting beauty of Earth. But I realised then that I had never belonged there. My life had always been a prologue to this moment. Yes, I whispered, my voice shaking, and the stars consumed me. The last thing I saw before my vision dissolved was my reflection in the lake. It smiled at me, shimmering with starlight before fading into nothingness. I am Frida, but not as I was. I am more now, a fragment of eternity. My body dissolved into light, my soul scattered across the cosmos. I wander between galaxies, my thoughts a melody of stars. I have become one with the stargazers, seekers of infinite truths. But every so often, when the stars align just right, I hear a distant echo, a voice calling out from the hydrogen lake. It is ephemeral, faint, but it reminds me of who I was, a girl who once stared at the sky and dreamed of the stars.